Hi folks, and welcome to Charcuterie with Uncle Greg. Today we're going to be doing a short actually about what's become very popular, and that's what they call a charcuterie house or a meat house or a meat chalet. And what it is a takeoff on your old-fashioned gingerbread house that you probably made when you were a kid or grandma made for you because you didn't want to do it. But today we're going to do really just the basics. I'm not going through I'll show you the entire process in the end, but we're just going to do some of the ways that you could adhere your meat onto it easily, what you could use as a base, because I've seen many videos out there and some people are using crackers and bread and even gingerbread, which is a soft substance, is not going to last long. I'm making these today not so much that you're going to sit there and have your party and pick the meat off the house so it looks like a condemned neighborhood. No, what I want you to do is create the charcuterie platter in front of the house using the house merely as a centerpiece. Not intended to eat off, although you could, but I'm not intending that right now because what I'm using as bases, well, they could be used, but they can't either. One of them is a wood box. Made a wood box, looks like a birdhouse. People are gonna say, oh, it's wood. If you want to really use this, I'm using it as a base strictly for a demonstration, not to be intended to eat off it. If you wanted to really use it, you could coat this with tin foil. I prefer probably a plastic wrap. And they also have such things after it's sanded. There's things like salad bowl finish. And that's when a woodworker that makes a salad bowl, he covers that bowl with a finish, which is edible for food. So what we're going to do today is a wood salad box. I made that out of a little bit of plywood, 1, 2, 3. Make the own style you want. It's very simple. I know I'm going to hear from somebody saying, but I don't have wood, I don't have a side, I live in a condo. Okay, calm down, Lorraine. Figure this out. I'm going to tell you what to do. All you have to get is foam core. I think I have another piece here somewhere. Oh yeah, foam core. Actually, this is one entire sheet. This house and this was one piece of foam core, and I believe it only cost $1. It's the exact same plan as this one, made of foam core, pretty solid. You could adhere your base to this and your meat, and it's going to last. It's not going to fall apart. Unfortunately, when you're using breads such as crackers or gingerbread, the moisture from the meat itself absorbing into your base is going to cause it to fall apart. And you don't want to do that, especially if you're having a fancy schmancy cocktail and all these people are coming over and your house is starting to fall apart. That's not going to fly. I want to make it so it's going to last the entire night. Probably last a couple of days. You cover it with saran wrap. You probably use this sucker for the next several parties. But anyway, you can do it out of foam core, very easy. What you do is glue this together. What I used here are little push pins right there and there to hold it together. Push those pins, let the glue dry, simple white glue. Let the glue dry, the next day you're ready to go. You can start your charcuterie house. Today's sample, I'm going to use the wood one though, the wood one which I did. And what I want to show you now is you're going to need cream cheese. Some people also use a cheese substitute, something in a can. I don't even think it's cheese, but it's orangey and it's kind of sticky. You could always use that too. And like I say, only as a base to your sausage to adhere to something. I'm using cream cheese. You can also use various meats. Salamis, you can use ham, pepperoni, you can use sausage sticks. Your mind is a palette. You could open up and find out what you want to use, any kind of meat. Even if you do your own charcuterie at home, you want to show it off. You might want to put it on your building that you're making. Simply, I'm going to show you here. You're going to take your cream cheese, smear it on. I'm only going to do part of this. I'm not doing the whole bloody thing because this could take way too long and I don't have that much time. And this isn't that much fun with you people anyway. So what we're going to do is a quick coat right here, just like that, nice and sticky. I'd also like to shout out Tishler's Grocery in Brookfield, who have provided us with all these accoutrements to make this. I think that's awesome. What I'm going to use is pepperoni. I've seen other videos, I've seen other people do this. Make sure your meat is the right thickness. Don't make it so thick so it's going to be that thick and then you stick it on there and then from the weight of the meat it falls right off your building. No, it's got to be a thin weight. kind of hold it down. It's very simple. If you go like this, it's so simple. 2. It'll also last several days. I'll show you the one that I made for a sample, a finished sample, and you'll see that it'll last several days if it's kept cool. It's really simple. This is not hard to do. You can go. I'm just going to go down the line to show you a pattern here. It's very easy to do. You're going to take your, in this case, pepperoni. It could be salami. It could be whatever you want to use, and try and space it out as evenly as you can, or as evenly as humanly possible. I'm not saying it has to be accurate. You don't need a ruler. You don't have to micromanage this. All you have to do is put your meat on the roof like you're doing shingling, basic shingling. And that's all we're doing is shingling, 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 shingling. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you get it separate and not too thick. Like I say, I worry about the fact that if your meat is too thick, it's not going to adhere. You can see how easily this is just tapping right on, and it's holding on. It's not sliding off, it's not falling off, it's not doing anything. You may have to gently tap it down. Don't worry about it. We are not going to eat this, even though I have gloves on. This is strictly a show sample centerpiece. Your charcuterie platter could be made down below, which I will show you, and that's what your guests will be eating from. They'll be enjoying the beauty of your charcuterie house, but not tearing it apart and eating. And I don't know if I want to go to somebody's house and start taking things off the roof and eating it. I just think that's kind of weird, but that's just me. The base itself, you can use, all right, first of all, obviously take off that skin from your sausage. Same procedure. You will take your cream cheese, just a little bit. We're going to put it right on the base. Like I said, this is wood for show only. It's not meant to eat, but it's going to hold up. It is not going to sag. It's not going to fall on the floor. It's going to last a long time, the entire evening easily, just like if you're plastering a house. Okay, got that down? Place one sausage slice there. I place another one on top a little bit higher and along the side, and I'll show you what I did because it's really easy to do. Some of you, how am I going to wrap it around? How am I going to do this? Don't get that excited. This is not brain surgery. This is just meat on a piece of wood, okay? It's going to be easy for you to do. You can do it probably within a couple hours at home when you have nothing else to do. I would cut the top flat to meet my roof line up there. Along the edge, I would have to say honestly, I would just go this way. Right there, perfect cut. Now you match up the other side here, do the same. Then you can create your doors, then you can create your sides. You can create all your bases from that. But what I'm going to show you now is our finished product because it's easy to do. It's really not that difficult. It just takes a little time, a little ingenuity. That's all it takes. And I'm probably going to drop this because I did not realize how heavy this was. And with all this meat on here, but I want to show it to you real quick. And obviously things are falling down and they're not supposed to on camera, but they are. Anyway. Yeah, that's not working, kids, because it's... Anyway, our charcuterie house or chalet was made. This was made from a piece of summer sausage. The top was made from logs of smoked sausage. Then we have pepperoni top, a nice pepperoni roof. We have a side of salami. Our doors, windows were made of a biscuit or cracker. And that's really just the look. The sides are made from little broccoli, a little greenery. You can add some herbs if you want to put them down. I did the tray itself done in the meat you want to eat for your guests, which would be different various cheeses, some crackers, various meats, and they will take and enjoy this portion. This is to just view, admire, and say what a great host or hostess you are. That's all it's about. You're the special one. Anyway, that's a little tip. It's a quick tip for the holidays. Like I say, it will last for in the refrigerator because I made this a few days ago, I got to be honest with you, in time for the production. It'll last several days. Refrigerated, but not to be used for the food. I mean, just for the display itself. But it'll last refrigerated. You can use this second night, have a couple of parties in a week, whatever you want to do. But until next time, thank you. God bless. It's Uncle Greg. Thank you.